Could you mime that out for me again?
Well, she does the, like, when she does it
I
for
know
real, it's like, like that. But then it's
You raise
clock
your
and it's
arm.
like,
It's not as bad as the Leshrac one where he'll get on his hind legs like
Yeah.
every half second.
The worst feeling to me though is still the shaker though, or shaker
Yes.
where it's just
Yeah, it almost looks like
Yeah.
he touches the ground. It
Yeah.
almost looks like you're about to make contact.
it's just doing calisthenics.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So all those heroes are off the table because of Clockwork, that's for sure.
totally.
Drow Ranger and Phantom Assassin also off the table, as well as Chen and Grimstroke.
Got the blinking out PA, Drow. Yeah. What do you pick against Faceless Void? I like Spectre a lot, because it just, like, makes you get hurt.
but banned now unfortunately. They get an Oracle. We have seen some Oracle Huskers here and there. It is a thing in the Europe CIS region once again.
Oracle Troll also.
Yep. And just always good to have a save against Void. I think it is one of those heroes that the best way to play against it is having a Venge or an Oracle type hero.
And there's the Troll.
Wow.
And a Snapfire on the side of Viking.
Live to win picking very quickly.
Yep. The Snapfire Void's been a pretty popular combo in general. And Snapfire is something that Viking, even going back 6 months ago, were just picking every single game when they could get their hands on it.
Okay. Well, we've got potentially, I wonder if a lane of Lena and Snapfire is pretty good. That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's I think a bit squishy. You don't really hit, like, usually Snapfire wants some kind of hero, both Snapfire and Lena want like that tankier hero to kind of frontline for them.
Just think about how much damage output that could be.
Oh yeah, a lot of nuke damage.
But I guess against the Oracle, that kind of is less effective too.
So what are they going to go for? Definitely some versatility. Both Snapfire Lena can flex between the support
Yeah,
and
that's
core roles.
I have no real hard call on like the type of hero that I'm looking for. I do think that they are missing a mid at the minimum on Viking. I don't think Lena's going to be the mid. And I don't think Snapfire is going to be the mid.
I wouldn't mind seeing like a Tide or Sand type hero. They go Bloodseeker though. Okay.
I was gonna say something that would have been like a Timber Saw, just like damage or something you can throw into a Chrono, but like it doesn't really fit with this. And a lot of those types of big tanky heroes, I feel like, kind of just end up being punching bags for trolls. So this fits well. I like the Bloodseeker a lot.
You like? I was gonna ask, yeah, because I've heard a lot of Bloodseeker slander coming from the NA crew. Jenkins and BSJ
How
were,
dare they?
Yeah.
they were betting about whether Bloodseeker would even win a game
What?
in the Americas region. Apparently, it's been losing every single game it's been picked.
Well, duh, it's the Americas region.
yeah, they don't.
Here
they're
in
not
the
playing.
superior European region,
Yes.
we have the finest Bloodseekers.
What accent was that?
I don't know,
That
some
was
sort
amazing.
of French-Italian, kind
I
of
liked
Franco-Italian.
That was just a Tsunami special.
Inspector Clouseau, perhaps?
Okay. Isn't he Canadian?
No, I think it's, well, maybe
French-Canadian?
French-Canadian, yeah.
Or no, he might just be French.
I think he's just French.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I
He's
don't know
whatever
the
you
answers.
want.
The finest Bloodseekers.
That's great. Wow.
Really irritating for a troll no matter what. Even if you're a battle trance, you're just gonna bleed everywhere.
Alright, so what do you want here now? Like, this ends up being kind of weird, right? Like, so I guess it's Snapfire 5,
Yeah.
or it's Snap
Yeah.
Mid.
I think Snap 5 Lena 4 makes a lot of sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have like a Bloodseeker Lena lane. It's no real like setup for the blood right.
Yeah, it's kind of just like nuke. Well, you blood right some range creeps, but yeah, you're not really blood writing any heroes with stuns. I was thinking Boom might want a Queen of Pain. It's one of his iconic heroes, but he's going to end up with a DK as well, which kind of fills the gap of having that initiation / stun, which they're kind of lacking. Snapfire and Lena usually want somebody to set up their stuns for them. So this will be just that kind of stable, generic mid laner.
So Void Spirit or like an Ember or what else is there? Kunkka?
Kunkka getting some team fight sounds solid.
Necro?
Yeah, I was wondering,
Necro's
who are the
banned.
lane
Oh, no, yeah, they
counters?
banned it.
Oh, they did ban Necro.
Death
Gotcha.
Prophet?
but also banned with the name.
Oh yeah. Oh geez. Wow, they really protected that DK last pick. Okay. Razor.
Stay away, stay away. Please no. I mean, they don't want. I mean, Razor's like some more physical damage. They don't. I think they want to get some magic damage.
Yeah,
in there.
that's true.
I kind of like Kunkka. It's a little bit weird with the Void, like if you get chronoed before you can get a boat off, but you're tanky enough you probably get saved by Oracle.
Oh,
Oh,
Bad Rider.
Ooh, good pick.
Great pick.
I don't know if I like it actually.
Why?
I'm assuming it's mid?
Yeah. It seems like a lane. Yeah, FN.
To me, I don't know. I mean, is it a hard enough lane counter that like it makes it unplayable for a Dragon Knight? Because I feel like that's what you need with this type of a pick. I guess it sort of fulfills the same role of like being a control hero now the mid lane.
Yeah, it's not like it's great. It's good in the lane, but I also think they needed some follow up for like a clock hook, because I don't think Beastmaster wants to have to build a blink dagger to follow up on clockwork initiation. So Live to Win have great pickoff potential, and I think Batrider kind of doubles down on that. But we can reevaluate after we take a minute to let this all settle in. We're gonna jump to a quick break. When we return, game number 2, Live to Win versus Viking, coming up next. Welcome back. Game number 2, Viking versus Live to Win, and I'm starting to already pinpoint my eyes not just on teams but on players, because you at home should be doing the same thing. You see an MVP, you see some sick plays, then I want you to go to bts.gg/monstermvp, and I want you to submit a vote saying like, yo, Seneko, one of the sickest Purifying Flames of my life. Toss a vote that way.
Tell them about it. All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah.
All of them.
And did you enjoy game 1? Was it entertaining? Hit up ILTW. Thank him for making last game so entertaining. Give him your MVP vote.
Everybody do
That's
it.
where mine's going.
There's a lot of you in chat right now. You gotta make it happen. Just blow up these players' Twitters. Of course, fantasy.bts. Nope, that's not the one. I'm so used to plugging that other one.
Yeah.
bts.gg/monstermvp.
That's the one. Dude, that's burned into my head.
There we go. I mean, we could fulfill your fantasies.
That's right.
Aramis gets the fantasy of finding a ward.
Oh, it's like he didn't even notice. He was like, I'm just going to go block this cap. Oh, whoa. Hello.
Word?
Yeah, well, that does mean it's probably going to get dewarded, unfortunately. They're going to open up that camp. Although maybe not, because it's the Beastmaster that's up there. Oh, no.
Yeah, a bit of a lane swap from Live to Win. Celery should be fine. Yeah.
Oh,
Boom
it
playing
didn't even,
DK in the safe lane.
and it didn't even go under the tower, so he's not going to push out the lane that heavily.
Oh,
this
is the answer.
is interesting.
Don't burn your fingers.
It's an improvement. I mean, it's a hero that will do better against the Bat. I think Bat still has the edge.
So the thing that I've seen is you can use time dilation to buy a little bit more space for yourself, too.
I think it's, yeah, Void will get some pretty good farm here and never really be too threatened. I think until like maybe a level 6, but we'll see how that goes. I think the tricky thing for Void plays is you just don't play that 1v1 mid matchup ever.
Right.
I think he's probably played that Void versus Bat matchup like in his safe lane, but it's not going to be something he's that familiar with.
taking some damage down bottom, but nothing to write home about. And up top here, Afterlife all day, just hoping to get some farm. Can mess around a little bit with the creep wave when he gets that boar out there. But I'm not even really sure where the first kill's most likely to be. Maybe up or down here bottom where it's a tri-lane.
Yeah, for 3 heroes, you better hope that Live to Win can get the kill. Otherwise, I don't really think they're accomplishing their goal. Troll does not necessarily need that much protection, and Immersion emerges, but doesn't really do anything.
Still level 1 on the Radiant side as well. They're going to block some of these camps.
Just got
No neutrals for anybody.
Just got level 2 on the DK, but they still need it afterwards. Aw, you hate to take that silence. Yeah, it's fine.
DK just chucking some fire, securing some range creeps. Not the easiest lane, but he's managed to get 11 CS already, so despite the aggressive tri-lane...
Jeez, what the hell's happening? Is that like one of those weird spots where you can't see him? Yeah, it is! Look! That's the way he's getting free experience here.
Huh.
Yeah, Lena does seem kind of confused.
That is...
That's
you know
so
this guy is an
broken.
offlane player. Yeah.
Look at that. Get the vision again. He's just... There's no way to see him.
The big statue, you know? I don't think it's the statue causing the fog, but...
Yeah, I think it's just the trees.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, that's going to get patched. Everybody go try it in your games.
I mean, the Bloodseekers seemed to kind of realize with the way he was using the blood, right?
Yeah.
But, or maybe he was fishing for, like, hawks or boars, but...
Yeah, that's a good point. The fact that he kept throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That was a fun noise the Bat Rider made, too. Well, regardless, Lena left, and I think that... Where did she end up going?
She went bot.
Bottom. Yeah,
It's
TP
try
bottom.
v try now.
So, like, as soon as you see that, then you're like, okay, well, I can stay here now as a Beastmaster. Is there another statue over here?
Yeah, this is not a very happy Beastmaster, though, because I don't think he even wanted to play 1v1 against Bloodseeker, and Bloodseeker has such a massive CS advantage.
And he definitely does not want to play 1v3.
Well, even these things sometimes happen. So first blood, gonna go the way of Boom. And Beastmaster, definitely the sacrificial core in this game.
I thought that everyone would be dodging this whole Bat Rider thing. And this lane is the only lane that has remained static as the mid lane. Meanwhile, the other ones are... It's just a key party.
Bat's definitely owning 24 and 10.
Yeah.
Versus that 18 and 3.
But not giving Bat any chance to kind of snowball and get kills. He is controlling all the runes and has the AoE, so he's going to be able to push out waves whenever like a 4 or 6 minute rune is coming up. And theoretically with like a haste rune, we could see FN find an opening to invade one of these side lanes.
Hasn't taken any boots yet, and just trying to get rather tanky out of the mid as they're able to force back the troll a little bit. The pressure coming from Toby. Really annoying playing into this Bloodseeker.
Clockwork going in to snipe some bounty runes.
Easy peasy. Oh,
And maybe a kill.
get it here.
Celery. What's the play here? Do you just try and feed? It's going to be... Okay, it's not that close.
Looked like they rolled high on that damage rush. Trying to take down the boar.
Wow. The double nuke and doesn't get it. That's tip-worthy.
Balanced unit.
Nice tip, though.
So yeah, a slightly better start for Viking overall, especially these two side lanes both going very well. The mid lane, a slight loss for the Faceless Void, but could potentially see some rotations towards this mid lane once the Chronosphere comes into play.
I think also getting those couple bounties was pretty nice. Lasso was available there, but FN couldn't quite get it.
Needed, I think, a few more napalm stacks before he could go for it.
Whoa.
I think he was in range for Lasso and he's just not using it.
Yeah.
Right. He needs like 3-ish stacks, I think, before he can get the kill. But no Zeus in this game to help assist with those, as double follow-up stun.
Ooh.
Hold A very, very low.
Oh,
They have the vision.
Bloodseeker.
Oh, but there's a rotation.
Chase down. Punch,
Wow.
Dead.
Okay.
I can't believe she had the vision for that.
Well, it's Thirst.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thirsty
that's right,
Thirst.
that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
He may lose Aramis, but he's been healing up from the Purifying Flames. Clockwork will come in. The Borslow. Boom's just like watching, like chilling, like, you know, I'm just going to keep hitting this tower.
You keep up the good work,
Yeah.
Lena.
I'm not concerned.
You know, Lena got the kill. Lena's happy too. But the fact is, Viking is pressuring 2 towers at the same time with the 5-minute catapults, both top and bottom. Tier 1 tower is being pressured, which is not a common sight. Usually it's one team pressuring one while the other pressures the other.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, now with all those TP rotations, they can't easily defend top at all because Oracle went bot. Everyone's slowly walking now from Dire's bot lane to Dire's top lane.
What's really going well for Live to win right now?
Yeah, not much. I mean, we're going to see this
I guess
under
boots to
attack.
travel rush. Yeah, FN is obviously having a good time, but the rotations need to work in. He's coming with a regen rune. Should be able to
Nice
get at least
cookie.
1 kill.
And dead there.
Okay. That'll allow him to get 2. They needed the Bloodseeker. Just getting a support would have felt really bad for FN with that TP rotation. But another tower being pressured. Like, wherever you look, it's like Viking... These guys push towers faster than any other team, I feel. And even with a draft that
Dire's middle
isn't
tower
really
is under
that
attack.
geared up for pushing outside of the DK.
Well, DK just TP'd mid, and he's
Yeah.
got Dragon form.
Yeah, he recognized the Batrider TP top, so he's got a nice little opening here. Luckily, the haste rune that finally comes is picked up by Viking. If Batrider was hoping for one of those so badly with either the 4 or 6 minute rune.
Immediately Clockwork and Oracle go the opposite direction. They're like, never mind.
I don't want any of Jab right now.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah,
has
it's
fallen.
interesting too. I
Radiant's
thought that
bottom
Void
tower
was just going
is
to go
under
all the way
attack.
for the Midas, but he decided to pick up the treads along the way, and you're seeing like a very fast tempo game. I wonder if he's even going to go for it. He's just going to go for more like damage stuff in the Faceless Void.
This is that Viking Dota.
Yeah,
Breakneck pace.
he's still queued it up.
Oh, never mind.
I think he bought one of the components for it too.
There you go, FN. Get the boots travel.
Keen Optic. Nice. And stun comes through, finding the Beastmaster yet again.
Is this still the same Dragon form? Damn. Boom's getting a lot of work done. It just times out.
Nice. These voice lines.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under attack.
all the tier 1 towers, or rather, still one more left up in the top lane. It's gotten some pretty good pressures. They're queuing up Battle Fury for the Troll. I don't know if they're going to have enough time for it to come online, but it kind of speaks to how last game ended up looking too, where you just need to keep the momentum going for Viking.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, they don't accumulate massive gold leads off of this, but it's just so much pressure that Live to Win have to constantly react to it. Heroes like Troll, you know, if you're going for a battlefield, then he's not going to be ready to fight for quite some time. Even though Void has this Midas, which kind of seems greedy, I think Void can still very easily contribute anytime Chronosphere is up. Midas is just a item that does give you more kill potential in a hero like Void, where you're bashing people inside a Chronosphere.
Turn back the clock.
So, triple bounty rune going Vikings' way.
Mm-hmm.
3-3 here, just 10 minutes. And Lena trying to get to that level 6. And Seneko going to die.
And that's a lot of hate.
He just uses TP too. They're trying to escape. Poor guy.
Seems a bit odd that the DK would be going for a dagger and the Void goes for a Midas. I feel like if the game plan is to
Dire's
push early,
structures are fortified.
then Mask of Madness would be the more traditional route for a Faceless Void, and I don't think you need to be worried about ultra late game. It's not like there's a Spectre on Live to Win where you're like, well, I need that insurance that if the game goes past 40 minutes, we don't completely fall behind. Troll Battle Fury, I don't know, does not seem as intimidating as they get a stun.
Oh, that's a big kill too. Wow. FN's Bat, the well-farmed mid laner of Live to Win going down. Possibly a second here with Immersion in all sorts of trouble.
They check, they
Yep.
catch, they kill.
Dire's
Aramis
top tower
double
is
on
under
this
attack.
Lena. Just making it work.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is
it's a
under
fresh
attack.
Dragon form also, so they may be able to even pressure this tier 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the DK Blink Dagger works really well with this tempo, and I kind of am hearing what you're saying about the Midas being a little bit slower, but I think with Void it's kind of okay, particularly if he takes like the bash talents.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a little worried about the self-silence against some of these dire heroes too. Like, you really want to not put yourself in too precarious a position. And with DK having such good follow-up for the Blink stun initiation.
Oh. Chad.
Yeah.
It's in trouble. Oh! Wait, what?
His team's coming.
Dire's
Okay.
middle tower is
Whoa!
Whoa!
Fancy footwork. And now Rupture coming in. FN, he's going to be in some trouble. Aramis is going to rock up to the party.
Guys, again, they take down the Oracle.
FN will live, but
Dire's structures
his teammates not so lucky. And
Find him.
FN not completely out just yet, but yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Vikin
under
tempo.
attack.
These guys, we saw last game with a Drow lineup, but they're more than willing to do it with a different kind of lineup, which is going to scale much better into the mid to late game.
And I don't believe that Dragon Knight is going to be dying in the same way the Zeus did last game.
Radiant's bottom tower
Just sort
is
of
under attack.
Different heroes.
Radiant's
And there was
bottom
just always
tower
this
is
looming threat
falling.
last game where it's like, okay, if this PL gets enough items, how do you deal with him? I don't feel like the same thing when it comes to like a troll warlord.
Right.
You've got Rupture to deal with him, you've got Chronosphere, you've got plenty of control.
So much of the fear about PL was that they didn't have good heroes to deal with it. All these heroes provide something against that troll.
Yeah. So many stuns also on Viking GG, which was lacking last game.
13 minutes and scouting out FN. Does he steal the creep from him? Yeah. There you go, Aramis. He's just all chatting him after he takes it. Oh, I love that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Beastmaster's just gonna hang out bottom.
Yeah, this Beast is having a rough game.
Whoa!
Then
FN himself getting bailed out by the Oracle.
Radiant's bottom
sure
tower
afterwards, Snako gotta run, gotta hide, gotta back away.
TP out.
Not gonna happen.
Immersion's panicking.
Just stay still.
Chill.
Stay
Chill,
Go right
baby.
here.
Nice.
Track
Nobody
movement.
say a word.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But these towers about to drop.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower is under
Both
attack.
mid lane and even top being pressured as Afterlife tries to do what he can down bottom to keep some pressure up.
Yeah, and Glyph is down because they actually used Glyph offensively whenever they were getting dived underneath this top tier 2.
The lead just keeps on growing. Everything feeling quite good right now for Viking.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Roar. Up again. It's gonna run into the troll.
Up again.
Troll's on his team. It ran into him though. Promise.
Have they roared anyone yet?
No, I don't think so.
Have they taken a fight on their own terms yet? I don't think they've hooked anything. I don't think they've lassoed anything. I don't think they've roared anything.
We got one last second. Oh no. Take the bounty rune, jump in, find the finish. Chrono afterwards, catching on to both of them. With that, just absolute domination. Toby able to find himself the Bat Rider yet again. Another kill. FN goes down. They're just falling apart.
His third death and all these deaths coming in like the last 5 minutes of the game. This is where he kind of is meant to come online with his boots of travel, the global presence, and be the one creating space for the troll to farm Battle Fury and more. But yeah, this is looking really rough for Liv to win.
I wonder if he would like change his name to ILVW.
You gotta have some real commitment to a brand that doesn't really exist.
That's true.
Radiant's bottom tower
Aramis?
is under attack.
They get caught here by immersion.
Top tower is
This
under
is that 4-position battle. Clockwork will win every time.
away.
Well played. So So far, so good. As it looks like Viking are just keeping this constant pressure up. Going to take this tier 2. That leaves open the possibility of getting the outpost.
They don't have many heroes up here, though. Gotta be careful. They may just lose the Snapfire here. DK can blink out potentially, but Celery.
He should be fine.
Yeah. Clockwork not going to go, or doesn't have hook
Yeah,
shot.
he spent it on the Lina.
Yeah.
That angle was really good.
Vikings.
Well, I mean, they can take a fight now.
Yeah, they're TPing in.
Drop down that ward, get some extra vision.
Well played by Clockwork to zone out the DK. He'll trade his life.
For the chase down. Snake
Nico.
Snake was like, please don't come to the high ground. Go die on the river, please.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But the tower ended up going down nonetheless.
Yeah, and the outpost soon to follow. All of Radiant have congregated up there.
Everything coming up Viking right now. The only bright spot is LTW farming, and he does already have the Yasha completed, it looks like.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to see Live to Win start considering team fighting once he gets the full SMY.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
Batrider, probably the BKB timing is going to be go time for them. They can't just keep giving up towers objectives. Roshan's going to likely be one of the objectives soon as well.
The 4-staff Bloodseeker, you love to see it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for a Veil. I thought that was the go-to offlane Bloodseeker build, especially with a Lina and a Snapfire on your team.
I'm not sure. I guess it's something that like everybody was doing for a little while, and then I don't know. I feel like Bloodseeker kind of stopped getting picked for a bit. Maybe
Yeah.
This is the new iteration.
Still confirmed to be a good hero, unlike what our NA brethren have been saying.
That's true.
Crushing it so far this game.
Absolutely.
So some of the other heroes in this game, like Beastmaster, who've not having the best time. But playing that kind of split push roll down bottom. But with Batrider down here, they are looking to hunt.
He doesn't have a blink, though, so he's just going to have to
Yeah.
wander over to Toby. Oh, no.
Okay, this has gone weird.
Yeah.
Now I gotta run
Snapfire
away.
Ultimate's going to completely zone them out, and Viking's going to at least get a couple kills.
Radiant's middle tower
Lockdown, and oh, FN, he can't afford to die. Toby's
Well,
got the
got
Rupture. He
bad
has a
news
Yule for a
for him.
TP cancel too.
Yeah.
It's falling apart.
Oh,
wait,
he got you?
Okay.
Oh, boom.
okay.
Cleaning up.
Boom's on top of it.
What if it actually left a blood trail behind you?
You know what I would like? I would have liked if Boom would have tipped the Bloodseeker right there.
Hmm.
It's like, I got you, man.
Oh, they are not going to let this outpost go. DK is like, yeah, nice try, Oracle. I wanted to be up here. We're going to take Roche anyway.
Truth. So we're moving on over. Gonna sneak this one out. And Boom waiting for somebody to contest. Will not happen.
Experience definitely going to hurt the Dire side here.
Especially Oracle. Getting false promise range is really useful.
So yeah, 17-5. And it just looks like a completely different game from what we saw a little bit previously.
Well, Oracle actually got a dagger, so never mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how he managed to farm that up, but props to him. Level 9 dagger Oracle.
And Purifying Flame using some range
Yeah.
creeps. Like, just sitting top, keep using it. Snipe those range creeps. Aramis getting the casual medallion just to help this Roche.
Are they gonna do it?
They definitely can. Not the fastest, but they can. And it's pretty fast before here. They'll get scouted, but I don't know how much Live to Win can do anything about this.
bottom tower is under attack.
They're just exerting their will over him right now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
May just be a tier 2 tower for Roche trade. Kind of classic trade when you're a little bit behind and just not in position to contest Roche. You just take a tower on the other side of the map.
Ooh, TP to the outposts.
Oh, they're looking to punish. Boom's already caught one.
Any more afterwards?
BKB.
Oh,
Mules.
nice. end thereof. Again, old A.
Nice little, glide through with the force staff, catches him, and
I mean, it's still got the tier 2 tower and a fresh 10-second BKB out of DK, and all you lost was a Beastmaster. Oh, well, maybe more.
Oh, good Fate's Edict.
Whoa!
Alright.
aggressive play. Aramis gets Cookie
That
the
was
wrong
not
way.
communicated properly.
Well, it worked. Oh no. Immersion now. He's got to stand still. Yeah, he's fine too.
Interesting.
I'm getting vibes for like last game.
It's not as
There's no
delicate.
PL. Yeah.
I understand what you mean, and I also can feel that, but they have a void.
Yep.
Alright.
I think the vibe is similar, but it's because their playstyle is exactly the same as last, where it's like, we're just going to completely suffocate you.
Tower.
Yeah. Tower, Roche, tower.
Feed, lose.
Yeah. And then, a couple of silly deaths, but definitely the, late game assurance of a Faceless Void.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the complexity right before Kyle got kicked. You know what I'm talking about?
So Kyle complexity is
Yeah,
what you're
Kyle
saying.
complexity. It was like the same style. Like get a bunch of team fight items, like group together, just try and take towers constantly, non-stop. It feels very similar. I don't know.
But Viking wins.
That's fair.
It's true.
Veins run empty.
5,000 gold lead. And looking pretty good.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to grow their lead much as far as the actual raw gold goes. Feels like they just get a couple picks here and there, but live to win is just getting a little bit more as far as economy on the map goes.
Chase again.
They're willing to commit a Chrono for this, but they don't know where ILTW is.
Well played.
Sure, he would have been happy to Chrono, but just couldn't get in range and find him.
That's an interesting one too, because it feels like that's a situation where it's worth it to run one hero in and the other one along the outside. But like if you miss him in the trees too, that's also really bad.
Yeah, I think it's because they both had TP cancels, so they
Right.
both needed to commit to the trees. But yeah, I know what you mean.
The lead is growing a little bit there at least. And not able to farm that effectively out on the map. With the exception of ILTW, who's going on a farming bonanza.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Last outer tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Question is, can they actually go high ground though?
I'm not sure.
Dire's
Shad's
bottom
going to be
tower
going for a
is under
Lincoln
attack.
Sphere next, which might make him feel comfortable enough to go high ground at that point.
Dire's
I
bottom
don't know if you
tower
need to wait for
has
that though.
fallen.
Yeah, against Beast and Batra, that's a really nice pickup.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And FN without a Blink Dagger and Bat means going high ground a little bit more feasible for now, but he's going to have that soon.
Yeah, they might not know that.
They'll look to just secure some bounty runes here. They smoking top, I think, because they showed so many heroes bottom. They're expecting if they can get to this top bounty rune, they might be able to find a fight or a pick off, but actually it's Live to Win who have backed off to the bottom lane.
Nice retreating.
4 bounties though.
Oh, was it Viking 4 bounties?
Yeah. Or 3. 3 out of 3 so far. One's not picked up.
Mid. It's a catch on the
Kill.
kill.
Yep.
Had enough for you.
Just got vision right outside the base. Anybody who kind of leaves can get found, and well, maybe not Afterlife. He's snuck himself out.
Yeah, he may be able to cut this wave also.
Yeah.
So stop this high ground push.
Doesn't want to cut that wave. It looks like he'll go for the next one. Oh, he walked too close. Got scouted, but they're not going to go hunt for him this side. That's a waste of their time. They want to stay aggressive. They want to stay on the dire side of the map. And they are hunting wherever they can.
Let's back over the outpost here.
I like how they have the same defensive ward in their own jungle, in their own triangle. Viking GG on the western side of the map, because like we saw, it was like it was the Southeast Asia series, right?
Yeah.
Where Tim's put the ward in his own jungle because he's like, well, they can't farm their jungle, so the only place they can farm is our jungle. Might as well put it under wards.
It's a dire ward actually though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, never mind.
But
I like the idea though.
For the twins.
They have the also like I think that this is probably one of the best patches to get these like low cooldown vision oriented heroes, and they got 2 of them now, and then also a Bat Rider. But when you overcommit to it, then it's like, well, we can see them all coming at us, but we can do literally nothing about it.
DK going to be being level 3 Dragon Form with an AC very, very soon. Perhaps the consideration will just be to play around Roche number 2. That's going to be the high ground timing, as they have started to increase this gold lead a bit more significantly now, as they have gained a lot more map control.
Charm behind.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Has Old A made any progress on his Necrobook, or is he keeping it at level 1? Glimmer of Lads, yeah.
It's a broke guy. 10,000 gold lead. Slow and steady. Builds the lead. Smoke up with 4. Kind of have to wonder if they're just basically just going to be waiting for that next Roche before they try and make a move high ground. But this is always that part that's like sort of stalemate. You just have to wait it out. Gonna go high ground here. Boom. Breaks a smoke. Doesn't get him. Hook shot roar.
Can they kill Boom, though?
Everything on top of him.
Gets the BKB off.
Makes it really tough. Everybody's getting lower and lower. Looks like they're gonna leave it be. So Dragon Form used for that one.
Yeah, and a BKB as well. No Roche potential for 40 seconds.
Coming in.
Telescope picked up. That whole next tier of items. So, 29 minutes in, got 26 kills, and what has kind of just been a standoff, it feels like.
Yeah, it feels like Live to Win are kind of waiting for that high ground push to create some opportunities. Like, hey, let's wait for them to make mistakes. We saw it a bit last game, and I think Live to Win's hoping something similar happens again, you know? Defending high ground with a Bat Rider, being able to pull people into your base, always a fantastic option, but that's where Radiant are playing this fairly cautiously. Going to go for smoke plays, buying defensive items like Lincoln's.
Unfortunately, it's a late Roche respawn for them. Another minute still, so
Scanning.
if you can't smoke into the pit, might as well smoke for a kill.
I mean, Dire's positioning says it all. They're not even near Roshan. They're not looking for a standoff. They're not looking to contest it. They're looking to split push and defend their high ground. They seem, at least for now, more than happy to give Viking a free Roshan.
And they're going to ensure.
Oh, outpost time, though.
Radiant's bottom
Yep.
tower is under attack.
Not much. Well, actually, you can, yeah, Dire can actually keep that bottom one.
Yeah.
So they're going to get the 1-for-1
Yeah, I'm
trade.
surprised they're not challenging.
And he's going to
Dire's
snipe a
middle
bounty
tower
rune.
is under attack.
Cheeky little play.
Nice.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh,
God, is he
both
going
of
for
them?
This guy's crazy.
He might die for this one if he goes in. Yeah.
He's, oh,
Oh,
he killed
okay.
a courier. All right.
Instantly has to TP. Nice. Glimmer and
Nice.
Damn.
Well, Roche is up, so not the
Yeah.
worst DK form.
Right. You don't mind that too much.
Now a smoke up of their own.
Okay.
Could get something here.
There's just Dragon Form, though. So Radiant's going to be ready to fight. But will they expect this? This is a bold move from Live to Win.
They're all in there. They are all in there right now. The big wraparound is coming. Can they get down Roche in time?
They did use Firefly. They
Yeah.
may scout them coming in.
Catches the Bloodseeker right at the start, trying to turn this around. Chrono is going to land onto both of them. Isn't enough damage, though. They got the BKBs off. Trying to take down that bat, but Clockwork comes in to save his mid laner. Is going to catch that Laguna Blade afterwards. Still Boom beaten away, trying to take down one. Snapfire ultimate out as well. Shad chasing, not able to quite get that kill. 2 have already died
Radiant's turret
on the side of
has
Live to
been
Win, and well, ILTW left to his own devices in the end is going to pop as well.
That's not good. Beastmaster needs to get that follow-up roar onto the Void during the BKB, but even with it, I don't think you're ever going to win the fight. You were just looking to cut your losses there.
So little damage.
Yeah, I think that's ultimately their biggest issue. They have initiation for days. You've got Claw Cook, you've got Hawk Vision, you've got Roar, you've got Lasso, and then you're like, okay, I've got lighting someone up for you, Troll. Please kill them. Because if you don't do it, none of us are going to.
And now, what could be the beginning of the ruination. Viking walking high ground with Aegis. And there's no Lasso. I don't think they have Roar either. They might.
Yeah, they do. He was just kind of staring at the void, and he was just like, I can't do anything.
But this is tough. This is a hard hole.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, unless Troll buys back, I don't think Viking are gonna leave.
As we've seen, Viking very capable of playing these drafts. But it all works out, and
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
it does appear that they're well on their way to pushing this to a game number 3.
Different side of Live to Win here in the bracket, though. They're not doing the early GGs. They're sticking it out.
Right.
We saw back-to-back games in the group stage where they had tier 2 tower still up. They hadn't lost a Rax, and they were GGing out. But
Yeah.
this is where it matters.
Whoa.
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 He's got Aegis. He'll tank some spells. And the Lincolns.
And Chrono.
Yeah, I don't think he minds.
Oh,
What
that kind of
is
sucks.
happening?
Oh, the Lotus!
Jump back at him! The Chrono's gonna be huge!
Yeah.
Afterwards, catches on to all of them! Or just 2 of them!
Yeah, who needs it?
And one of his players is BKB, but that's fine. It was still huge.
Yeah, there's the
ICW,
GG.
Yeah, they're done.
Well done.
Convincing performance. 27-6, 20k gold lead in the end. Viking bounce back after a kind of shaky game 1 and show why they are one of the top dogs of the European Dota scene these days.
Yeah, and I guess you can kind of look at the game 1 draft and say that Void was a swap for the Drow Ranger in terms of, like, this is our late game carry. It's just that Drow had so many vulnerabilities in that first game, so even though the pace was similar in both game 1 and game 2, she just was not as reliable as a Void is. You get caught out like that as a Drow, you're never going to be able to, like, hey, we can turn this around, actually. I have Chrono. But much, much more consistent performance from them here in this game, too.
Yeah, they made their lives easier. You know, they had some catch, they had some team fight, 2 things they just had almost none of in game 1.
We'll see if we see more of it. Game number 3. We're going to a game 3.
That's right.
It's so rare.
A European game 3. Hope you stick around for that. We're going to jump to a quick break. When we return, some post-game analysis, and then soon afterwards, game number 3 here at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13.